Hey guys, my hair's all pulled back, not looking the best. I wanted to let it air dry while I was doing my makeup today. And what I'm gonna do is just that, my makeup today. And I am going to beat this face. Basically, I was on Instagram this morning when I woke up and I saw this picture of Brianna Fox and I thought, my God, she looks good. And I thought, I want to look like that. And it wasn't like some crazy makeup. It was like her everyday style makeup, but she just looked so put together and beautiful. And I was like, I want to look put together and beautiful too. So here we are. So basically, I just want to like do my makeup big time today. We're going out shopping. I just got home from a trip away and I'm gonna talk all about that in this video because it was so amazing. I want my makeup today to be like, you know, I'm gonna be using the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation again. You guys know that I love this so much. The reason I'm using these little bottles is because it's just wasteful for me not to use them. So I'm trying to use them all completely up. I do have full-size bottles, but before I dip into those, I wanna go through these. So I just moisturized with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. You guys know I've been loving that. It's balls expensive, like so expensive, dumb expensive, frankly. But it's just really nice and I have it, so I might as well use it. Me and my husband are going shopping today. A lot of times, I don't know, tell me if you guys are the same way as me, but if I go shopping looking like how I started this video out without any makeup on, and I don't have like my hair done and stuff like that, all outfits are a no. I'm never gonna wear like super nice outfits with my hair not done and makeup not on, you know what I mean? So sometimes when I go shopping, if I'm not all done up, everything to me just doesn't look good. So the shade that I just used was MN6, I believe. So we have been gone on a trip for this last week. We started off at one of my best friends. Her name is Marie. She has a YouTube channel. It was previously Bits and Clips and now it is Marie That's Me. But we started off at her family cabin and it was our first time going there and it's in the middle of these canyon walls. It literally feels like you're in Mars. Like it feels like you're in a different planet. So beautiful, so beautiful. So we were there for the first 2 days and then we left and we went and stayed in Leavenworth. Leavenworth is a town in Washington. It is in like Eastern Washington area and it is basically in like the crook of the mountains. So like all these giant mountains, I mean just cascading above you and you are in this tiny little precious angel postcard wonderland Bavarian town in the middle of the mountains. And just you look up and you are being dwarfed by these giant mountains and it's just the coolest place, probably one of the coolest places I've ever been. I've lived in Washington my entire life and I've never been. Don't ask me why. I guess I always just pictured Leavenworth like it's considered a Christmas town because during Christmas time they do like this festival of lights basically and they have every single building is lit up by lights. Everything in this town is themed. So when I say it's a Bavarian town, all the people working there are in their like, little German looking outfits and it is so cool. It just feels so unique. Like I literally want to live there. I say this about every place I ever visit, but this place is so cool. Not only just cool, but it's seriously stunning. Like stunning. It is the most beautiful. It's got such a neat feel to it. It's so unique. And I'm using the same, by the way. I'm using the shade MN1 to do my concealer because this is a foundation and concealer in one. It's such a unique place and the views everywhere as far as the eye can see are breathtaking. I just think you guys would love it so much. If you ever get the chance to visit Washington, highly suggest going to Leavenworth. It is the coolest. We went on a bike ride. The hotel that we stayed at is called Post Hotel. And man, it's a gem in the middle of Leavenworth. It is so stunning. It is like not at all what you think. Like from the town you think everything's gonna kind of be like rinky dink. No, not at all. This hotel is stunning. It's like a spa hotel. It's adults only, so you can't bring kids, which we quite like. We don't have kids, so for us, at least right now, it was really amazing. The whole pool area is so lovely. They have these spa rooms in there. So like you go into the pool, there's a bunch of indoor pools, and then you could swim out from the indoor pool outside. And Leavenworth in the Christmas time, like December-y time, is all lit up Christmas town theme, like lights as far as the eye can see, and it snows every year. If you ever want to be in the Christmas spirit, that's where you want to go. So you can swim out there and you look out and there's just mountains and a little river that's right there, right in front of the hotel, and it's just the coolest ever. So then you go into the spa area that's connected to the pools basically, and you are let free reign. It's co-ed, which is amazing. I really prefer that. I've been to a few spas that aren't co-ed where me and my husband have like separate areas, and I'm just like, bye. Which I don't like, because I like to experience a spa with somebody. Like just sitting in a steam room by myself isn't very fun. But anyway, they have these coolest rooms. So it's all about the experience of like hot versus cold and getting your circulation moving. So they have like these stepping pools in there that are like, one's really, really cold and like big stones, and the next one's hot. Hang on. I had to take a momentary break to go check out my sister's outfit. 10 out of 10, cute. And then if you walk back, they have a bunch of different types of rooms. So they have like a steam room, and not just a regular steam room. It's like a lavender scented steam room. And then next to that, then they have a dry heat sauna. They have a cedar one, alder one, and a pine, and those are all the dry ones. And then they have a eucalyptus steam room, and they're all so unique and ornate, the rooms, the way that they look. They have a cold room, which is like 45 degrees Fahrenheit in that room, and that one's all made out of stone, and it's like a soft blue color. They have 2 saltwater cold plunge pools. Not only that, but the pool itself, like the big giant pool, is saltwater, so it's not even chlorine, which I'm not a fan of chlorine pools. They just, I don't know, they make me feel, I almost feel sick when I get out of them. I don't know what the heck that's all about. They have a nap room, which we didn't even get a chance to use because we were on the go doing so many things. They have a nap room. You just go take a nap. It's super silent in there. It's all quiet, relaxing. You're just sleeping. It's just lovely and amazing. They also have this shower room in there that has all these different types of settings on the shower thing. So like tropical thunderstorm, and then it like actually sounds like thunder, and the lights start flickering, and then it like starts raining on you, and it gets cold, and then it gets really like big drops, and then it gets like a mist. It's so cool. Not only that, but when you're walking around the town itself, there are misters all over the streets because it's really hot right now in Leavenworth, and there are misters all over the streets, so you're able to stay cool. I showed all this on my Instagram stories, and it was just the best time ever. We only stayed for 2 nights, but there was only 1 full day in between, and we woke up, and at the hotel they had bikes. I'm like doing my makeup today, okay? Like we're baking. They had bikes at the hotel with little baskets on them, and we went bike riding. And it was so precious and sweet. There was a really neat place near, and it was called Leavenworth Outdoor Center, I think. And we rented paddle boards, and they drive you 2 miles up the river, and then you paddleboard down the river. And that sounds a little scary because, like, at least for me, I always picture rivers being really rushing. There were a couple little like tiny rapid areas, but it wasn't super rushing at all. It was really, really calm, and it was so lovely. We floated down the river on the paddle boards. I fell in twice. Okay, so the paddleboard that I was on was really, really light. I don't want to hear about it. And I like was coming towards this log, and the log, I was coming towards it real fast, and then when I hit, it fell. I fell over. I crashed. All right, it was a crash landing. It was. And it was really fun though. I fell in a couple of times actually, and I lost my sunglasses. So the powder I just used was the Fenty Beauty Butter Powder. And then this is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I used this a few days ago, like in a video, which you guys probably see before this one, I'm not sure. But I really, really enjoy this powder very much. It's a really beautiful, beautiful bronzer. We went on the river, and you can do other things too. Like they have whitewater rafting. There's a zip line over there. We didn't do any of that. I was a little scared to do river rafting. I'm a little afraid of drowning because I'm not a very good swimmer. You do have a life vest on, so that's a thing. The happiest little town, and they have all the themed shops. They have beer gardens. They have like Bavarian sausages everywhere, and it's just so much fun. Oh, tasting it again. And then we came home yesterday, and today we're going shopping actually because tomorrow is Sam's wedding. Samantha Ravendall. And I don't have an outfit for it yet. So we are doing a last minute shop. I forgot that I didn't have an outfit. I was thinking that I would wear like a black dress, but this is an outdoor wedding. And from what I understand, it's like garden attire, and everything I own looks like funeral attire. So we're gonna go shopping today and try to find some sort of outfit that will work. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Normally I'm like a freak about worrying about things like that, but it's not my day, it's her day, and nobody's gonna be looking at me, so it doesn't really matter. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to go. I'm so excited to see Sam get married. By the time you will be watching this video, it will already be done. So I'm sure that there will be some sort of video or pictures of the whole thing. And it's weird. You guys are visiting us from the future. How is it? I haven't gotten there yet. I've had a lot of coffee today and I'm actually still drinking coffee, so that's not good. It's weird. This powder seems to be like almost sitting in my pores. Like, I feel like I've used this before and I don't remember it doing that, but I don't know if you can see, like right here, you see how it's like sitting in my pore areas? And it's like gathering, and it's making them look very obvious. That's so weird. I don't remember it ever doing that before. I haven't used a lot of powder recently, so maybe I just need to spray my face. But it's definitely looking pretty bad. See, this is why I don't set my face. Look how bad that looks. Horrible. Let me spray my face real quick and see if it can like take that powderiness down. I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Did that help? I do think it did. Never underestimate the power of a good setting spray. Yeah, that really helped. I'm not trying to contour my nose, but sometimes I like to take a little bit of bronzer and just put it right there. Not to contour it, not to change the shape of it, but just to make sure that my nose doesn't kind of like disappear into the rest of my makeup. Let me know what kind of person you guys are, but tell me, are you somebody who does or does not like shopping? Because if I could choose one or the other, I'm not a shopper. I don't really enjoy it. I'm excited to go today because I haven't been shopping in a really long time. But tell me, are you somebody that like loves to go peruse around stores, or is it something that is not really your thing? I'm just gonna use this bronzer today. I really wanna keep the look like pretty matte actually, which is so not like me. But when I saw Brianna Fox, I just feel like her lips were kind of matte. Her eyes were really softly done, and it just looks so pretty. She looks so beautiful. Everything she does looks good though, right? I know. Plus, if you use your bronzer in your crease, everything just ties together really nicely. It all kind of fits. Yeah, for me with shopping, like, it's just not something that I really enjoy all that much. It's not like I hate it. It's not like I loathe going. There's something about trying clothes on. Because it's my body shape, I cannot just buy things without trying them on. Like, my sister can go to the store, pick something out, and you know it'll look good because her body shape is just, clothes are like made for her body shape. For me, no clothes are made for mine. So I have to try everything on, and it takes an experience for me. Like, it'll take a regular shopping day and turn it into like an ordeal. And I don't like ordeals, okay? I like to just be done with it. If I could just buy everything online and have it shipped to my house and have it just work, that would be the best, most ideal situation. But barely anything ever fits me when I buy it online. You guys may have seen my ASOS try-on haul, and people are like, oh, it's your body shape. You need to dress for your body shape. I don't know how. How do you put clothes on an apple? That's what I always say. Trying this again, I just want to give it a shot and see how I like it. This is the Hourglass Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. I should really like the shape of this. I don't think I've ever tried a brow product that has quite this shape. It has the little like rectangular looking guy. I think I showed you guys this in the last video. It's not perfectly circular. It's like an oval. The color I feel like is pretty good too. I didn't even mention that I was gonna go on this trip before we went, because we actually booked it super last minute. We were only gonna go away for 2 days, and then we were like, gosh, that's just like quite a drive for just 2 days. So we were at the very last minute, we were like, screw it, let's just add more days onto our trip. And I really like that. I think that just doing things kind of spur of the moment like that is really fun. And it's not something that I generally do, because I've mentioned before, I'm not a very spontaneous person, but sometimes spontaneity is really fun. And it really was this time around, and it wasn't scary because my sister takes care of our cats. It's nice to have somebody that you fully trust take care of your animals, because it means even if you go for a little bit further of time away, you know that your kids are going to be fine. Plus, we have cameras, so we were able to check on the house and make sure everything's good. Once we got security cameras and stuff like that and had all of that installed, it made a world of difference for when we leave, because if I'm ever like, oh, I just wonder how things are going at the house, just pop right in. Take a quick peek, see how everything's going. It's been really nice. See how natural those brows look? They're just so natural with this product. My cat, Mad Eye, which you guys know is the love of my life. If you know the story of my cat, Mad Eye, or Maddie, Douglas, whatever. He's got many names. I rescued him when he was a tiny baby. Maybe he was like 5 months old, maybe. And some teenagers, I'm just gonna give a quick backstory. Some teenagers brought him into the vet. They found him in a ditch, and when we took him out of the bucket that they had put him in, his eye was popped out, and he had had a severe upper respiratory infection, and he just had a really rough start to life. So with many months of treatment later and a lot of force feeding and surgery and antibiotics and all that stuff, we got him healthy, and he's my boy. I've had him now, can you believe it? Can you believe he is 7.5 years old? Me either. I just can't believe it. He grew up so fast and I hate it. I want my baby to stay young forever. We were told when he was a very young kitten that he had stomatitis, which is basically like, the easiest way to put it is almost like he's allergic to his own teeth. And the real only cure for stomatitis, there is no cure, but is full mouth extractions. But also he has asthma. So he has feline asthma. So in one eye, he has feline asthma and he has this condition with his teeth. And so the doctors were always like, you know, we'll see how things go. And if needed, one day he may have to get his teeth removed because he's, you know, in pain. If you push on his gums or his teeth, he chatters, like it really hurts him. But the fear is that when you put an animal with asthma under anesthesia, you run the risk of the possibility of them possibly dying under anesthesia because of breathing difficulty, and they have to get intubated and all that. The vet's just like, you know, it's more of a risk than we may be wanting to take. Well, lately I've noticed that he's getting kind of skinny, and you know Maddie, he's a chunker, like he's a chunk. And so when I see him getting skinny, I'm like, that's not good. And so I took him to the vet. He has lost some weight, and I think we're at the point where we've got to put him under anesthesia and get a bunch of his teeth removed. The doctor initially thought he had stomatitis, but now they're thinking that he has something called feline resorptive lesions, and I think that is what it looks like, which is basically like their gums are resorbing their teeth. I don't know exactly how it works, but the same thing is that the real only way to fix it is to remove their teeth. So I'm so devastated that I think he's gonna have to go in and get his teeth removed. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of the back molars look really bad. His breath is really bad as well. He can't not eat. That's a risk, you know? So we've gotta get him some extractions, and I'm so nervous because I'm such a worrywart, you know me, and I don't want anything to happen to him. But it would be at the vet that I used to work at, and I trust them so much. They're like an amazing vet, so I think it'll be okay. But anyway, that's another worrisome mommy moment that I'm having, of just worrying about my son because he's such a good boy, and the thought of anything bad happening to him could kill me. But I'm just trying not to worry about it. I'm trying to think, like I always have to think, if something did happen to him under anesthesia, or if something did happen, he's had more chance than he ever would have had. Like he would not have survived if those teenagers didn't find him immediately in that ditch. So he's already had 7.5 years more than he would have had because he was bad. Like he was at the brink of death. I think they said he should have weighed a few pounds by that point, because he was like 5 or 6 months old. He should have weighed probably like 5 pounds, and he weighed less than 1 pound when he was found. And he was just skin and bones and covered in lice, and his eye, it was so horrible. I have a whole video about it. If you guys are interested, I'll link it up here. He's had a lot more life than he would have had if he weren't found, but I still want him to live for like at least another 15 years. So anyway, that's something that's probably going to happen. Right now I'm just feeding him soft food and hoping that it helps. I've been feeding him soft food for a long time, but I just feel so bad for my baby. So when Brianna Fox does her eye makeup, she always does like a really light color on her inner like waterline. I think she's usually using like a white. I don't want to go pure white, and so I'm going to use this Makeup Geek Nude eyeliner, and maybe this will be good. Oh yeah. I never do a lighter color in my waterline because I always felt like it looked weird. But you know, when I see other people do it, I think it makes them look so like fresh and healthy. You know what? Maybe I could be fresh and healthy. That's not bad. Something I've been doing lately is curling my eyelashes. That's something that for the longest time I didn't do, and it does make quite a difference. These probably aren't even close to the type of lashes that she was wearing. Doesn't really matter. It's not about copying. It's about inspiration. This is the glue I've been using lately. This is the Duo Brush On Adhesive, and it looks like this, and I've been loving it. Honestly, I am back on Duo. For a while, like I really liked the Pure Cosmetics lash glue, but I ran out. And it was an awesome lash glue. I feel like it worked really, really good, but I almost prefer to just grab something that I can get at the drugstore. These are the Myleah lashes, MLQ11. Okay, lashes are on, and I love the way that this looks. I think I'm gonna do a light color in my waterline more often. I feel like my eyes look so big and bright, and Brianna Fox. Bitch, you're good. All right, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm gonna throw on some blush, and I'm going to use the Buxom Wanderlust blush. And I feel like of all of them, this one's my favorite shade. I really love a good like peachy pink. It's just really soft and pretty, and you know, these are quite good. They're not too pigmented at all. They add just a really pretty flush of color. God, I love the way my eyes look. This might be one of my favorite eye looks I've done in a while, and it's one of the most simple. Oh, these smell good, I forgot. I feel like I look kind of like Twiggy. Brianna, bitch, you're good. She's good. All right, so for my lips, I'm gonna use the Love Bite from Morphe. This was out of that Blushing Nude collection, or that I tried in one of my most recent videos. I think that one should be up first. If it's not, I'm sorry. I personally like to redo the shape of my lips. Like, I know this looks a little crazy right now, but it won't once I add the nudes. I like to make the center of my lip a little more rounded because I just think it looks more youthful and kind of fills in that area for me where I don't have a lot of fullness and I don't want to get lip filler, so I just overdraw. Plus the picture of Brianna that I saw on Instagram, her lips looked so nice and full, and I was like, bitch. Her lips were also matte, and I think because I'm going for a pretty matte look today, like I might add a little bit of highlight because I feel like I'm looking a little almost too matte, maybe not, I don't know. I kind of like that right now. Her lips were matte, so I think I'm gonna keep mine that way today. This is Flirt. It's a little too nude. Yep. This is from the other Morphe lip collection. This is the shade Boo. So these lips aren't super matte, but they're not like glossy, like I normally would really gloss them, but I think I'm gonna leave them at this level. And then I think I might just do a tad bit of highlight. Should I do highlight or should I not? I'm just gonna do a bit of highlight. I think I'm gonna spray my face first with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist again. God, remind me to buy more of this when I'm at Ulta today. Okay, and then I am going to use a bit of the Lorac Gilded Lily highlighter. This is a very intense highlight, so I'm just going to tap right into it gently, and then I'm going to really try to be mindful about not going overboard. I almost regret doing highlight, but I'm already in too deep. So now I just gotta go do my hair. I'm just gonna run a few curls through my hair, and that's it for this entire look. I'm gonna do that off camera though because I wanna get going, but I love this makeup look. I love it so much. I think it looks so pretty, and it looks like really put together, but not like overkill. Like the other day I did my makeup and I did it a little bit overkill, and when I went out into public, I was like a little embarrassed because it was like so intense, and I was like, oh my God, everyone's gonna be looking at me. But I feel like while this is really natural almost looking, it looks really put together and really pretty. Like with the white in the waterline just makes the eyes look so bright and open, but then the face is like kind of chiseled, but not too chiseled. Brianna, you know what's up. All right, well, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will have everything that I use listed in the description of this video if you guys are interested in checking out any of the makeup that I talked about today. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!